Hey guys, this is Patrick. This video is for Mdf2 Week 1 of the November 2012 class. So I created a application this week in regards to the assignment, and the best thing that I could think of to make it actually like a functional app was a sports team and their upcoming events that you might be able to add those games to your calendar to remind you. So what I did is actually I live in Orlando. There is a new hockey team, the Solar Bears, that just got started again. They actually were a previous team a couple, like 10, 11 years ago, but now they are starting up again. So I created an application with a short list of their games. So when you click on it, opens up. Actually, here's the list view. And I got the pictures going for the actual team that they're playing. I only have 10 games on here, the first 10 roughly. And so I've got the title of the team they're going to be playing, and then the date and the time that they're going to be playing. So I got that whole table view working, and then when you actually dive deeper, you see that Orlando Solar Bears are against the South Carolina Stingrays, or whatever team it might be. Let's say it's the next one. And it tells them where it is. So it's at the Amway Center, which is in Orlando. And then it's on October 28th at 3 o'clock. So my first area, I think ultimately what went well is the overall table view and actually getting these pictures and everything to line up perfectly. I actually created objects for each one of those, which you can see right here. They're for each one of the events. I created a .h and .m for those objects, and also this mutable array where they actually reside after being created. So creating those and making this all look good was easy. What was difficult was the things that we were learning this week is what I found difficult. Setting the default calendar, I know now after the fact, I should have used the code blocks to be able to grab those calendars, push them into a modal view to a new view, and then put that in a list to then be able to select one, push it back so that you have that default calendar set. Well, didn't do that. I have it as an alert view, and I know I'm working with the simulator. I'm actually only working with the simulator, so I only have the two selections. I do have these actually being created dynamically. However, whatever are the first two in the person's options are what are going to be showing here. So I halfway got it working, but it's not going to list out everything. So let's say you do birthdays. You can see in the bottom right, I actually do have birthdays logged out, so I can say that I was selecting birthdays. It is now the default calendar. Then when you go in, and let's say you want to add this particular game to your calendar, click Add Event. Does show the alert, and then click OK. Again, you can see down here it does log out that it's going to be against South Carolina, and it does actually log the time. However, this is not correct. I was having a hard time figuring out how to log the very specific time that the events are created. I don't think I was formatting them correctly. I actually, you can see here, I was trying to format it in a particular way to actually set it. And then also, if I was going to set it by the day, this is the number of seconds out. So I was trying multiple ways. I also had it in here as this. I tried a date formatter. I was running into issues all across the board when it came to actually adding the event to it for that very particular date. So I'm still working on that. But that actually adding it, and I can say I do have the start date, so or the event title, which is right here against South Carolina. I do have the date coming out, but again, this date just isn't working, and I actually messed with this, and this is back to more of an original. It's not what I would actually want it to actually show. But I was really messing with that, and that was my issue. I couldn't figure out how to make that work out. So I guess again, what went well is the overall design. I think I did a pretty decent job on that. I definitely could make it much more appealing, but overall I think this came together pretty well. And then what didn't go so well is actually creating that modal view to then create the list, the table view, to then select, as well as once going in, adding this to the actual calendar. Now I do have, if we would like to stay here for 30 seconds, I do have this actually having the alert or the local notification to be able to pop up in 30 seconds to say, hey, go back to the app. But I guess that's really it for this week, and I will wait this 30 seconds for that to pop up for you guys to see, and then that should be it. And I definitely enjoyed this week. I need to go back and learn the actual concepts of this week a little bit better. I do know that. There we go. And I'll open it up, and there we go. So thanks so much.